Number one is making selections after the contract is signed. So in historically, as a home builder, um, we go ahead, and not so much design build remodeling, but for home building, is that we go ahead and we price out a project and we put allowances in for selections. And it's great because it expedites the process. We can get them under contract. They can make the selections, while we're doing our permitting and planning process, and we just verify the allowances and adjust the contract price accordingly. So today, though, there's a problem with that.
And what's the solution? What's best case scenario?
Well, the problem is the availability and pricing, of course, is so volatile. So this adds additional stress to that relationship between the builder and client because you've got so many delays and allowance overages. So what can happen is you might say, okay, you've got this much to spend, of course, on carpeting. You sign the contract, your client goes and does the selections for floor covering, and then all of a sudden you find out is that the manufacturer that they want to get the carpet from that falls within that allowance, now they don't have the material. So now there's a back order on it and it won't be ready in time for when you're going to need it on your job site. Or they had a sudden price increase, so now you can no longer get it in that time. So that creates a lot of additional stress, frustration on the part of the client. Well, the solution for that, just before I get into it, is that I said we give a solution as well. So what we want to do is make all your selections before the contract is signed.
Right.
Okay, so right now, again, you may have always done it making the selections afterwards. Make your selections before the contract is signed. It is more work up front. But I've done it both ways in my career, and there are so many more advantages to doing it upfront because we get things locked in, solidified, and now once your contract is signed, you know what you need to order. You can order those things right away. You take your first draw or take a large deposit to cover the costs of making those orders, and some of these order items, like say windows and appliances, it can take 6 to 12 months to get. So we want to have as much time as possible. So then the delay is caused before the job starts versus after the job starts, we have long delays within the production cycle. So I always think it's better to say it's going to be a 6 month delay before the project starts versus to get the project started right away and then have it take 12 months to build, where you have an open construction site.